Well, hey there, good looking. Want to learn how to make mashed potatoes in 6 minutes? Well, then grab a hold of that vine, good looking, and let's swing on into my kitchen and let's get cooking. Well, hello. Today I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make mashed potatoes in 6 minutes. So let's go ahead and let's get started right away. I have at least 2 pounds and I'm using some large red potatoes. Now go ahead, cut them in half, and then we're going to sit there and quarter them all up. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and I'll meet you right back. As you see, I cut them in half and I quartered up our potatoes all into pieces, or into quarters, I should sit there and say. Alright, so let's just move this off to the side. And I'm going to come over here, come in here, and I'm going to take my cooking insert to my electric pressure cooker, and let's just bring it over here. And first let's put this in the view. Remember that little thing I showed you, the canning rack? Well, this is the first test that I'm putting it through, and we're gonna sit there and take this neat little gadget thing, and we're just gonna sit there and place it inside of our pressure cooker as such. Okay, now let's come back to our potatoes and let's go ahead and add them. And now add 1 cup of water. Let's put this back inside of our pressure cooker. Alright, let's go ahead and put our cover back on and close it tight. We locked the cover on. Now let's come up here and make sure our vent is closed. And then we're going to come down here and I'm going to put it on high pressure for 6 minutes. We're going to allow our pressure cooker to come up to pressure. We're going to allow it to cook for the 6 minutes, and as soon as the 6 minutes are up, my pressure cooker gives me a little sound, or it beeps off and lets me know that it has done its little job. Then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to come up to the vent here and I'm going to do a quick release. But don't worry, I'll come back and we're going to do it together. So, see you in 6 minutes. Alright, it just sounded off, so let's come up here and let's release the steam, which would be a quick release. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up the vent. Alright, the pressure has released. I have my tongs so I can grab that canning rack. I'm sorry folks if my arm was in the way of the camera there for a second. And always when you open up your pressure canner, always open it up away from you. Okay, let me go down and see if I'm sorry if this is not in view of the camera. Them little metal things came out. And Like I said, my little metal things came out because of the way I was grabbing it. I was grabbing it right by them. But I don't know if that's in the view. And that's how the canning rack would store, along with the 2 clips that came with it. Alright, let's make the mashed potatoes. You're going to be needing 2/3 cup of milk. So go ahead and add your milk. And you'll be needing about half a stick of butter. If you want to use less, go ahead and use less. And now, because my kitchen's all been and is in the middle of being remodeled and I have a mini renovation going on, I cannot find my potato masher, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mash these up by hand with the wooden spoon. So it's going to take me a while, so I'll be back when I'm all done mashing this all up and making the mashed potatoes. Alright, it's coming along just perfect. Now, if you want to sit there and peel your potatoes, by all means, go ahead. I do not peel mine. My family does not mind the peelings in our mashed potatoes. And now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt. Let's stir that all in. And like I said, these are country mashed potatoes. Nothing fancy. I need them for my next dish. And I figured I'd bring you along and I'd show you how I make mashed potatoes in 6 minutes. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a taste test and let you know how they are. To me, they're perfect. Nice and creamy. You may get a little chunk of skin here and there, but like I said, my family doesn't mind it at all. And they may not care that I may not have mashed these up perfect, but that's what makes them country. So, if you like what you saw here today, go ahead, go down below, give me a thumbs up, and go up there, tap that subscribe button, tap that little bell, that way you always be notified every time the Pleasure Lady here puts out a new video. And most of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time and stopping by and watching my video. Y'all come back now. The Pleasure Lady loves each and every one of you.